I don't care how many men we lose, we need to kill Shingen. Absolutely need to kill Shingen. Hello, and welcome back everyone to our brand new Shogun 2 Total War Let's Play as the Uesugi clan. We have recently taken Kaga, therefore wiping out the dreaded Ikuiki threat very early on. We're very happy to have done that. However, that did cost us a fair amount of men, fair amount of Ashigaru, but because we have, of course, the technology Heaven and Earth, and actually some decent roads in Kaga. They've been kind enough to build those up for us. It's only going to take a handful of turns to actually replenish that back to full, which does mean we will be saving a little bit of money on that regard. We might still want to replenish a couple units by just rebuying them, repurchasing them, but we can't do that just yet because we need to... Oh, we can do it. We skipped the turn, did we? Excellent stuff. So, might as well get on that straight away. Don't know where I got that delusion from. So we'll find some units that do take rather a few turns to come back. Rather not some chevron stuff, because it does add up on Ashigaru. We'll take a couple of these units here. Just do that very nicely there. Won't take long at all. And I think we're going to settle on upgrading our blacksmith to a weaponsmith, increasing the attack of samurai and Ashigaru. Because it's going to take quite a while to actually get the next upgrade on that, which will upgrade our warrior monks. And we do want to move to katana samurai at some point, and the earlier we get this, the better. And to be honest, if your warrior monks are getting shot by arrows, you're probably doing something wrong to begin with. Sometimes it's of course unavoidable, but I find that warrior monks work best perhaps as a support unit, definitely not as a front-line unit. They can't take charges very well at all. So increasing their lethality with melee attack is, I think, really the way to go there. So we'll do that now while we have some money, shall we? We might just think about refunding that in just a second. It's not really anything else we want to upgrade here. We can certainly wait around for our castle, but we're going to be limited on our income for now. Let's just put that right up for one turn. We do have to exempt Etchu from taxes for the minute because of our recent occupation there. And I think we will actually just increase the garrison there to help out with that. For now. It's always good to have that defended, especially because we're not on great terms with the Takeda all of a sudden. They broke their alliance with us out of nowhere, and that's something we can expect to happen quite often actually, especially against the Takeda. So we can't really do much with that at the moment. Can't get another alliance. Military access we're already granting, unfortunately, which is a sad time there. So, what else could we do diplomatically? Well, we really want to start trading with someone, but we don't have any trades resources of our own to actually encourage people to do so, which is a shame, really. Real shame. So what we're expecting today? Well, I am really expecting the Takeda to declare war on us. Otherwise, we'll lick our wounds from this battle, shore up our defences, and take it from there, really. I really want to start going for Sado as early as possible as well. So what we'll do in that regard is actually just recruit a single Bokubai to scout us out there. So next turn we're on Zen, which is excellent. We need that to actually create our own Buddhist temples, which is very much needed in Kaga for getting long-lasting peace. So let's scout out Sado. Yeah, as expected, they got pretty much a full stack there. That'll be largely Yari Ashigaru. They do have an archery dojo, so they will be creating both samurai there. But that's not too important really for us. Yeah, okay, so that's something to think about. We'll keep that scout there, just to keep an eye on them. We do have our Sakeden over in Etchu as well, so we're immediately going to recruit a ninja. And we had a mission for that anyway, so that for 6 turns we do get increased success chance on his actions, which is excellent for us. Should allow us really to get some good missions going there and upgrade him fairly quickly. I'm going to keep this slot open in Etchu for now so that we can actually get that Buddhist temple going in a couple turns. We are using our monk to reduce the Ikko presence there, but that's still going to take some time. So we're just garrisoning for now, and we'll stay there for a bit of time. What can we do here to recruit some units? Wouldn't mind getting a couple more Yari Ashigara there. And it's probably best to... I think it's best to assume, really, that we're going to get attacked in our capital. So we will create a couple more units there. And what we'll do is we'll bring our light cavalry over to our main army while we can, before it's too late. Because we're hoping, really, if we do get attacked by the Takeda, to use our main army mostly for defense there. And of course just stand in our garrisons otherwise. Can we do anything else on diplomacy? Well, we've met the Honma, don't really want to maintain friendly relations with them. Ogigiyatsu are still quite apparent, which is interesting. Takeda are now indifferent towards us. I wonder if that means they might go for an alliance. No, certainly not. That's a shame. What about trading with the Sakai, who we are actually allied with? No, of course not. Why would they? Allies only in name. But let's carry on. We have got the option to actually recruit another general, and I think it's good to do that while we can. Well, we've got a bit of money to spend on that. We can now start recruiting some samurai over here. You can see with the Darthmod, it hasn't reduced their upkeep whatsoever. There's still 120 upkeep. Very, very nasty indeed. So we can't really afford them at the moment, to be honest. If we bring our taxes down once again, just to see our true income there at 690, it's really not great. Going to keep it high at the moment though, because our public order is not being too affected. We're going to start spying on the Takeda in the Hida region. Nothing over there at the moment. Is it worth trying to sabotage anything there? Just to get some experience, we'll try and sabotage this. It was successful. Excellent, some easy experience there for our agent. Now that we have Zen, we're not going to go for Essence of the Spirit. We're going to go for Equal Fields immediately, so that we do get to off again, which will reduce our upkeep for all armies. Very, very useful, especially at this point of the game. And it will allow us to upgrade our roads, which is an amazing infrastructural upgrade there. And then, of course, we can get our better farming as well go, which is very, very crucial indeed. How are we looking on replenishment over here? Actually pretty damn decent. Let's get this Buddhist temple going. Very much need that once again. Let's try pushing towards North Shinano to see what the Takeda have over here. Actually not a lot at the moment. They're upgrading their castle. They do have a market there, which is very interesting. We're going to need to take that fairly soon. Let's see if we can sabotage this army for some experience. We certainly do. That's going to upgrade our ninja, which is great stuff. Going to start with standard sabotaging buildings. That leads then on to sabotaging armies. Very, very useful once again indeed. Might want to go for spy as well. And that's not necessarily for the site, but also because it leads into infiltrator, which will reduce our chance of detection after unsuccessful actions, which is also extremely useful. And after this, retainers and such, I think we want to go for the Tiger Claws once again to boost our evasion chance there. Absolutely crucial that we do that, because we're never guaranteed to actually succeed in our actions. I think we'll just garrison our horses, our cavalry in here at the moment. We'll look to see what we're looking like. We can fit 4 more units by the looks of things in this army at the moment. How do we look if we remove this army from the garrison? Got -9. We're going to have to stay in here for a bit of time. What is the resistance to occupation looking like? It's still 2, so it really is that religious difference which is hurting us quite a bit there. Can we, is it worth upgrading the Sakeden or the fort? Do much over here? Not particularly. Once again, going to leave the merchant colony for a little bit. Sado Island's open. That is interesting. That's very, very interesting. Very, very interesting indeed, actually. Because if they don't manage to take Uga, which I imagine they're going for, if we look at who they're at war with, the enemies are actually the Mogami. Okay, so they're going to go for Uzen. If they don't manage to take that, then that leaves Sado completely isolated and open for a raiding force, actually. Decisions. I would send Uesugi Kenshin over there in a heartbeat if it didn't mean leaving Kaga unattended and open for revolts. That's the problem. You take the taxes off a fine there. Okay. That's largely because we have our garrison there, though. If we bring the taxes down to a normal level, actually they're not overly. Oh, there's actually 800 missing out on, bloody hell. If we take that out for now, okay, so we're fine there. Bring the Yari Ashigaru over to Kaga and recruit a couple more here to bolster that. We'll see what we look like afterwards, because we might well want to bring Kenshin over. We'll recruit another Kabaya. We can leave this one to scout and one to transport. And that's going to be a very risky but high reward play if we manage to pull that off. But we can forget any chance of attacking the Honma on Sado Island because the Takeda have in fact declared war on us. Lovely. Okay, so they're quite likely going to call in the Kizo in the Imagawa with them. So we're certainly going to try and call in the Sakai. And no one's joining. So, I mean, it's okay, we can take that. But we do have an assassination attempt on someone over here. On Kenshin. Thank God that didn't go through. Okay, let's escape from here. We're going to send a couple of these back, weren't we? Like so. And that has sorted out our happiness. We might want to bring one of these over once again, just so that we can bolster our forces there. And we're going to come over here, merge the units here, disband this ship because we don't need it anymore, it's just dragging down our income. So Kenshin can watch the Hida entrance there, but we really need to bolster our defences at home, don't we now? Got a lot of Yari Ashigaru, but it's just never enough, is it? And we really need to start scouting, finding the main Takeda force, but also, I think really, just sabotaging these armies. Sabotaging this army in particular. There's a lot of cavalry to keep away from the enemy there. That's going to work. Lovely. Can't get any more agents is the problem at the moment. No, we can't. Okay. In fact, the ninja quite likely went for our monk, and it did actually work. We read that message wrong, so that's really not helping against the Ikko religion there. We just have to re-recruit that soon, unfortunately. Agent Convalesced, excellent stuff. Didn't actually die from that assassination mission, and we do have significant advances for us already, which is excellent. What we're going to do, is we see Takeda Shingen down here. I wonder if, how quickly we're going to get there in 2 turns. It's not too likely we will be able to stop him moving, but we can probably stop some reinforcements from moving for a time. Let's do that, the larger force here. And that has worked. We're getting very, very lucky with this. And we will only bolster that now a couple times there. Very, very useful. We're getting lucky because they don't have a general in their army. It's making the main difference there. But once again, we do really need to get our Ashigaru up in here. The monk, I think it's just going to have to come back to Kaga. And what we can do here is probably... We'll move to the border here. In fact, we'll just try and get some sight. Won't linger too long here. Just push that a tiniest bit more. See if we can get some sight here. I think what we can do is we can take Hida, put some pressure onto the Takeda very early, and we can also through this, we don't need to fight the battle here, just to make sure we take that on this turn. And then we can keep splitting the armies with our agent there. So we'll do that. Like so, easy game. Didn't lose too many. We'll replenish very, very easily indeed. We will take that because we get the supply of wood, and of course it's an extra province providing income. We will, I think, remove the Yari drill yard so that we can make yet another sake den. I want to make this a bit of a money-making province. We'll keep the stables for now. Might decide to use those to increase our light cavalry. As far as agent actions go, that's as much as we can do, and we're recruiting over here as well. I think we just save money at the moment. Save money for just an emergency. Yeah. And once we're done and happy over here, we can probably move these Yari Ashigaru into Hida as a defense as well. But it really is just keeping an eye on things. Keeping our income okay at the moment. We will increase it for 1 turn. We'll use that little exploit there. Can we get anything more out of significant advances for the moment? Daimyo Honor is not necessarily bad. It really helps us diplomatically. I think we should do that. I think we should do that within 4 turns. Very useful. And then we don't actually need to go much further in this particular tree. I don't find it really useful in the long term there. So we can go for that. Then maybe rush through to Wave the Bow as well. Unless we do that first, just to make sure we have that. So we do have flaming arrows, because we do have a lot of bow Ashigaru. And they will get some good use out of that. I really do like Wave the Bow. Yeah, we're having the issues of mounting a rust. It's absolutely fine. Let's bring our tax down to a normal level. We do have some money in the bank, but we do see another pretty much full stack coming out of the Takeda now. A lot of katana cavalry. Not the worst, considering we're largely Yaris in our armies. Don't want it to move though. We're being blocked by this army. Do see Takeda Shingen coming through actually. That's absolutely fine. It's absolutely fine. If he decides to attack us, we will be prepared for him with our large garrison now. So that would be actually ideal if he could come and fight us. I think what we do is we sabotage this army just to make use of our agent. It didn't work. That's a shame, because I'd like to have moved Uesugi Kenshin over. What we'll do is see what we can do about the unrest here. That's absolutely fine. Another sake den, because we do need another agent out. So rather than take North Shinano, I want to take out these armies. So we are going to lay an ambush on the road over here. Should work. We don't have many turns available to go around in enemy territory though, because it is currently spring. It is just after winter. We do get 3 turns, but it's still not loads and loads of time. I want to think about upgrading some roads, but once again, I think it's more important at the moment to actually keep some money in the bank for emergencies and keep recruiting Yari Ashigaru while we can. So recruit some here, like that. Trade disrupted with the Ashina. Something's happened there. The Satake have destroyed them. Okay, can we do anything about that? Do we want to stay on good terms with the Satake, because they're rather large now? What about an alliance with them? That's satisfactory. Excellent. Maybe we can demand a little bit of money off of them. Push that a little bit. They've said no. Make a counter offer and ask for a little more money again. They've said no. Well, I'm quite happy to take the alliance for now. They're quite friendly with the Mogami and the Satomi, and that actually helps us as well. So we'll send that over. All good. Lovely stuff. Great. So, Mogami and Satomi, that's actually really good. That sorts us out on that flank. Okay. Do we want to do anything about Saito, who are rather large now? I think we certainly do. We arrange a marriage with them, actually. That might be decent. Not too happy about that. Give them a little bit of military access? Yes. Go on then. Very happy with us. Will that translate into trade? No, it won't. Once we have the horses from Kai, everyone will want to trade with us. But otherwise, no chance. Let's see if we can scout this army then. Shingen's still about. Do we want to try and push forwards here? I think we do, and stop this army. I can't believe that worked. That's so lucky. We need to push this then. We really need to push this. I think, actually, How are we looking? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 units of Yari Ashigaru against a lot of what will likely be cavalry and more Yari Ashigaru. Do a quick save, and actually, what we can do is lay a trap. We can lay a dirty, dirty trap. If we bring a single general out here to look rather timid and vulnerable, but lay an ambush over here with all of our Ashigaru units, I think that's pretty damn decent. Our income's really shot up. I know it hasn't. I'm reading that wrong. I've got my recording buttons and icons in front of that. I thought it was 7,000, but it's certainly not. I think we just keep ourselves at a normal level for now, though. And that should be fine, really. Okay, so now that we know this unit is sabotaged, we take out this army here. If it doesn't bloody retreat, which it will, but that's not a problem. We can just keep pursuing that and try and chase down this army and get them independently. And that leaves things very open indeed. We're not going to go for Way of the Spear at the moment. We're going to go straight back to Tea Ceremony. And actually, we've caught an unseen army, Takeda Nobukado, in this ambush, which might mean we can't ambush Shingen. We can very comfortably also through that. 86 losses, it's fine. It's nothing really when it's Ashigaru, but a very nice catch there. Just hope we can work against Shingen with that now. But he's not going to move against us on the end turn, which is very, very useful. Assassination attempt on our general over here. Oh, I need to reread that one. Succeeded in wounding them. Bloody hell, that's lucky. That's very lucky. Could have lost that general then. Oh dear. We want more Ashigaru. Just more Ashigaru, really. Hundreds of them. And we want to sabotage this one again, if possible. Fingers crossed. Oh. The experience we're getting on this ninja is obscene. But we do need to chase this army down. We can do that. Lost no one. Brilliant stuff. Another upgrade for Kenshin. And let's see. We want to go for these night battles, which we said previously. Excellent. Do we take this battle now? I think we really have to. I really think we have to. Can we make that in this turn? We can. How comfortable are we feeling? A lot of Ashigaru, a lot of Katana Samurai. Mounted Katana Samurai. Outnumbered in melee troops. Our light cavalry is going to have to do a lot of work with the flanking. Wish us luck. Okay, so we've been blessed once again with a hill to rush up to. Hoping this is impassable, but I don't believe so. This certainly will be, so it does give us at least one choke point to help us, because it means we can stick one unit of Yari Ashigaru here, and it should do a fair job of holding the line there. One or two just here should do the job as well, and we can funnel the enemy in there. So that's the plan, at least. Let's press start and immediately pause to see exactly what the enemy's up to. They've gone very, very wide, so that's not going to go to our plan at all. I think we need to bring our light cavalry back into these trees over here, and we'll try and move so that we can funnel the enemy over here. Yeah, like so. Right, spread that a bit more, like that. And spread out over here, like that. Maybe just push in a tiny bit. Looks like we can move in there, so just want to spread that completely there then. That's a shame we can move through there. I'd rather they didn't. Move that for now. Okay. For some reserves, we're going to want to watch our flanks, so we'll block this entrance here. It's impassable, which is good, so if we come here, like that, we're going to want to blob up, play defensively, and try and encourage the enemy, of course, to charge into us. We'll keep the Yari Samurai behind there, and we will bring, I think, one unit of Ashigaru. We can bring these in the reserve as well, I think. Bring them to the central position there. And as for our bow units. They can spread out a tiny bit. We'll need them to entice the enemy into us where possible, like so. We'll move up our general so he's in here as well. And our warrior monks are going to have to take some more neutral positions here, I think, to really help us. And then they can react a bit later on as well. I think that's everything. Light cavalry are going to have to do the job, I think, if the enemy doesn't want to move exactly towards us. Looks like they are at the moment, though. There's a lot of samurai over here. Yari samurai. Takeda fire cavalry, very dangerous mounted unit there. Very, very dangerous indeed. The katana cavalry could certainly wipe out our light cavalry if we give them the opportunity. We want to box up really. Use Yari will once again try and beat the enemy to these positions though. If we can. So we are running. I want to just make this a little more succinct. Should be fine there. Yeah. Are we walling up? Do we need to? Oh dear. Should have walled up there. Didn't see that. And we... Okay, if they're going to move there, that's absolutely fine. I think we cancel the wall and just bring everyone in there. Do that. These units need to wall up in the flank very, very quickly. Just slow down so we can see what's going on. Yeah, wall up here, thank you. Just move, leave that for now. Go to normal speed. They're going to charge uphill into our wall. Yes, please. That's the katana cavalry. Excellent. Excellent. Watch that. They think about coming around the side there, quite possibly. Need to wall here though. What's this? Coming in Yari Samurai. We get the warrior monks in there then to support. Yeah, okay. Dissolved here is not great. Okay, so we're going to bring our light cavalry around this area. Bring in some extra units to support. And push in here again. Need to bring in our warrior monks here because we're in some rather lots of trouble now. In the centre, double time it through here please because our bows are under trouble. Beating back these Yari Samurai, which is excellent. Katana cavalry coming through. Are they going to make contact over here? I think they are. I hope they can't push through though. Let's give these people some waypoints. Double check our general's fine after hearing that. He's all good at the moment, probably just under some arrow fire. These Yari Samurai need to move through as well. Okay, how we're doing here. Yeah, we pulled through. Let's pull back our bows. Get on to the katana cavalry, please. Yeah, bows aren't doing too hot there either, unfortunately. As far as the Yari Ashigara there. Can't see what I'm bloody doing with these trees. Okay, we're getting on top of that. How are we doing here? We've broken through. Excellent. Let's push on through. And we're wasting these units. Let's pull them out. Wasting these units, are we? Let's pull them out of Yari Wall. They need to react. Bring these through very quickly, please. They need to get a flank on as soon as possible. We're winning this, but I need to win it immediately. Yeah, we're routing our bows there. It's okay. Where are our warrior monks? I think they really need to get a shout off. Let's push in the flank here. Okay, the fire cavalry is there. Let's just do that then. Get on top of these bows, please. With this. And we'll try and get a charge in here because we really need that. Enemies broken through some units there because you can't chase them down. What happened to the units there? Just not paying attention. free here now. Let's come out of Yari Wall, chase these down, pull back into our own formation to secure. Going to be breaking here though, that's not good at all. Let's rally and inspire these warrior monks. Fire cavalry we need to pull out here. Did get a rear charge off with our light cavalry. Let's pull out once again to get another charge going, I think, because we can't hold on too much. Get another charge in with this lot. Might just pull this off, but it's going to be very, very bloody. Let's get into that katana cavalry very quickly, please. Just to get the charge. And we'll push in over here. Come on. Okay, I think we're wasting our warrior monks on those bows. We need to get them there. Looks like the enemy centre is crumbling. Excellent. Let's get some support into this area. Do have some katana cavalry there. What's happening with their general? Looks like it's this one. If we could get that one down, that'd be brilliant. Yeah, let's push in here. One final charge onto their centre would be amazing. Need some support over here to that Takeda fire cavalry. Lovely stuff. Excellent charge there. Will help them waver. We need to pull out here, but it's probably a bit too late. Heavy, heavy losses. And unfortunately, a lot of losses onto these warrior monks. To pull those away. But a glorious victory will indeed be ours. That's excellent, but they're going to have men remaining is the problem. So thinking of that, we need to chase them down as much as we can with our light cavalry here. But that is now a good victory. But we're going to have to come back to lick our wounds somewhere. And that is not ideal because there's some enemy armies remaining in the area. Oh, we did take a couple bow Ashigaru losses, but everything else not the worst. Not the worst. I'm not liking the numbers on these warrior monks. They really do carry us, but everyone's got some chevrons. Too many men remaining there in this army for my liking. Far too many men. We can't move now either, so we're very much at the mercy of where these two armies go with Kenshin. We might just be able to take Kozuke in the future though. Again, at the mercy of this army now. I don't think we want to take this on at the moment. An ambush would be more ideal for Shingen there. Oh, things are tense. Things are very, very tense indeed. Just double check if we're recruiting here. We certainly are. We want to be recruiting in Hida as well. Let's get some more Ashigaru and get another agent out there while we can. General Convalesced, excellent stuff. Monk increases in rank. And martial or civil focus? That is the question. We're going to go civil focus for now because it will double up with the remaining of significant advances. We've got 4 turns on both. That means we can get equal fields and maybe even tax reform fairly quickly. Might think about School of Shinobis. That's going to take 1 turn under these bonuses actually. Interesting. Lovely stuff. So what can we do? We didn't get attacked over the end turn there, which is good. Do we think we can take Kozuke though with the numbers we're on? I don't really feel we can. But look at it. Really need to try, don't we? Can we get our agents to sabotage Shingen? It's quite likely with 70%. Let's do that. Should ensure us some security if we do. Oh, I'm loving this agent. He's doing such good work. Absolutely amazing work. Reinforce that army and see how we're looking here then. Finally give it a go because we need to get this province so we can at least recover. And yeah, I will certainly take that. Happily take that, peacefully occupy it. It did belong to the Yamanouchi, but they're not about anymore, not a problem. We do need to wait a turn to recover our stronghold there before we can recruit anything. And this is geared more for Meskes, which is actually how I'd have it. So we'll replace the Yari drill yard actually, I think, with the markets to really help us out there. That's great. How is our agent doing over here? We need to make good use of him now that we're exposed in the flank. And I think we will spy in this direction. Yeah, we did find an army there. Excellent. So we can sabotage that. We don't have the movement, unfortunately. Not a problem. Let's get another unit of Ashigaru coming here then. How are we doing with happiness here if we remove some Ashigaru? Still not great. Need. Let's do 3. Yeah, that should be fine over the next turn if we just bring these Ashigaru down here to defend. And we're going to ramp up our tax again because we're quite low on income, as expected. Now, I'm going to be very, very greedy. I see an opportunity to wipe out the Takeda for good. But that's so long as Mino, who are unusually strong, actually, in this area, in Echizen, of course, Mino and Wakasa and such. Actually, the Sakai have Wakasa. Not a problem. What can we do about that? Well, we're very friendly with them, the Saito. Can we trade with them? No. No. They're allied with the Kizo. They're enemies with pretty much everyone else around there. But I think they'd be strong allies. So, yeah, we'll make that proposal. So now our allies are the Satake and the Saito, 2 very strong threats on either of our sides, which is brilliant. I wonder if they'll be happy to trade now where... No, of course not. Of course not. What about the Satomi? No. Okay, not a problem. A trade would really help our income, but got to live with that. So we're going to get raided by this unit. That's not a bother. Really not a bother. But otherwise, I think we're going to be fine over this end turn. Sabotage in Echigo. Not a problem. Mounting unrest everywhere because taxes are high. And that's actually buggered our Buddhist temple there. We'll repair it and we'll bring our taxes back down. Not a problem. Need to sort out the unrest over here though, which is not great. If I exempt that from taxes... Oh, that's going to hurt us quite a bit. That's going to hurt us quite a bit. Put this unit in there. And that will sort us out just fine. Monks increased in rank. Probably missed that too long ago. Usually like to go for this, but the inciting unrest doesn't really work against standard Shinto Buddhism. So I think we'll go for this. Chance of escape after an unsuccessful action. So we'll get this one as well. Not a problem. Retainers, escape chance, and conversing characters. Ooh, that's an interesting one. That is an interesting one. I think we'll go for the success chance and reduced chance of assassination, just because monks are very prone to assassination. And we're going to start actually upgrading our roads now, because we really need some money coming in a bit better. Demolish the Yaridruya, because next turn we should have some money to create a market there. And we're going to sabotage Shingen once again, if we are allowed. Failed. That's not good. That's not good at all. We're not going to... We shouldn't have the movement to get down here in one turn. So that's fine. But we're going to want to increase our numbers a tad. So we get one more unit of that while we can. And I think, once again, we're going to send a general out here as bait. Hopefully we can get an ambush off there, would be brilliant. Let's see where that army went. Did it go through here? Probably not. Might be in the trees there. It is in fact that we do have a large army just there. I don't think we can easily stand against that at our current defences. Let's have a look. Yeah, what do we get out of our garrison? A couple more units there. Shouldn't be too bad. General would make a difference, but what else have we got over here? Just Ashigaru units. Can we sabotage this? It's not really worth the effort though, I don't think. Worth the money. Sabotage attempt, not a problem, hasn't gone through. We now, I think it's best to get, while we're on a bonus, actually, let's see, how much we got left? 2 turns remaining. I think we get tax reform for the tax rate there. That would be a nice steady income boost. Unfortunately, Shingen did not go for our ambush, which is a massive shame. We're going to try and sabotage him once again, are we? That would be a very interesting battle there. Some light cavalry really sorts out. Could certainly take him on with Wasi Kenshin, but I want to bring Kenshin over this area where we're now facing a full stack. That's not ideal. That says 25%. And it did fail. Probably shouldn't have tried that, but what can you do? Probably going to lose Hida. And that is providing us with some good income. Really need to attack Shingen though. We might be able to get a piece from that. Gotta try it. Got a lot of Ashigaru here. We outnumber them. Let's give it a go. Yeah, just straightforward, defensive, Yari wall up, and they are battered, so we've got to take that advantage. Fingers crossed. And once again, we're starting very close to a hill. We're going to really try and rush this as quickly as possible. We need to. So we're going to form some fairly thick formations here, block formations, and get some archers behind there. A couple units on this flank. Protect the general, of course. Just block up, rush straight onto the hill as quickly as possible. But of course, the enemy does have cavalry, so it's not gonna go our way, I would bet. Let's just make sure we're boxed up a little bit here. We don't need to move that formation just yet. And pause. Make sure we can get these orders off as quickly as possible. I don't care if it makes us tired. We need this hill advantage. Absolutely need that. So let's run and run our bows right up as well. Bring the general up and make sure our supporting units are over here as well. Need to really leg it up there. They start the tiniest bit closer as well, I think. Not ideal. They don't look too bothered about running up there just yet. Gives us a bit of time. Looks like we've forgotten a unit. That's never ideal. It's never ideal. It's a mistake already. What are they doing? So now they're getting in gear. It's given us a small amount of lead though. Let's just fast forward attack because we're only really moving at the moment in a straight line. Can deal with that. Yeah, they're going to get on that hill, aren't they? They're going to get on that hill. Not a fan. Not a fan. Guessing some archer fire off is going to largely hit the hillside actually, which is great. Okay. Okay, let's slow down and just take that hill face. Lovely. Need to pull back like that. Supportive walls, I think. Didn't quite manage to get a Yari wall off there. We need to get it here then. Okay. And we need to get a Yari wall here now. Let's move. I'll just engage here, thank you. In that case, bring this unit down. And we will protect our general with this unit. This unit is now free to flank. Lovely. Bring this one closer here as a reactionary group. We don't need that many Ashigaru on that side. Let's bring some over. Yeah, bring units over here as meat for the grinder. Push in there. Oh, no, don't push in there. We see some Takeda cavalry, some light cavalry. What's this? More Yari Samurais. Not a good idea there then. Okay, not doing anything here. Let's push into this Ashigaru because we're not doing great there. Took that fight fine, all good. Where is Shingen? Can't really push over to him. Oh, it's a general there, a general, but this is the daimyo. It's Not going to go our way there, though, I don't think. Really not going to go our way. Okay, we need to bring meat down here again. And this one down here. Yeah, that's not going our way. Really not going our way. We need to charge right into that cavalry. Take on that light cavalry. Really need to rally up. Nice downhill charge into that samurai, but I don't think it's going to quite go our way. Need to brace for that charge. If we could kill their general, that would be great, but I don't think that's going to be the case. We just didn't quite manage to get our Yari walls off, did we? As we needed. Looks like we've broken something through here, though. Let's get onto this. So let's move down here. One unit can deal with that katana cavalry there. Breaking the Yari Ashigara there is excellent. I think we need then some fire over here. Looking okay on our flank, are we? Takeda light cavalry needs to be dealt with there. Don't like the chance of sacrificing a general to that. There's a spare general to kill. There's a fire cavalry to kill. We need to move this unit now, though, to be free for the Yari Samurai. And I think what we do is inspire that unit to get rid of that cavalry. I'm not liking this. I think we do just charge our general into this unit to make sure we win that fight. In fact, that's a bit late there. That's good. Just about managed that. I want to charge down here, though, just to make sure we get this area. Because we need to free those units up. Dealt with that cavalry there, have we? Okay. Let's get into the backs of these samurai. Onto the general there, please. Idling, not good. Cannot idle. Have no time to idle here. Get onto Shingen. Of course, might as well be Kwana Kajima. Bloody hell. Oh, let's get going. We need to get in here, please. Need numbers. Need numbers. Fire onto the bows, please. We need them rousing. Need them under pressure. How we're doing here. Yari Samurai wavering. Takeda Shingen is heavily pressured. I don't care how many men we lose. We need to kill Shingen. Absolutely need to kill Shingen. How is our general? He needs to be bolstering arm around the centre. A general has fallen. That's not Shingen just yet. So let's get everyone. Actually, that might well be Shingen. He's lost his banner. Lost his banner. Let's focus this general, please. It's another one. We can kill all of their generals. We might be able to peace out before we lose Hida, you know? That would be brilliant if we could. We'd put a lot of pressure onto Takeda. Oh, it will be an absolutely glorious victory. I'd love to get our general into here to make sure this one goes down, because I don't think we've dealt with this one, you know? Actually, no, we've wiped that unit out. Well, they'll likely have men remaining. So we'll just charge our general down here, see if we can catch up, but I doubt it's going to be the case. But we'll continue this just to see if we can get hold of this bow Ashigara and make sure no one remains. But that is going to be a victory and a half. Battered, absolutely battered, but once again it's only Ashigara. We are going to catch up here to battle these down again. We'll make sure that goes down. Brilliant. Oh, dicey, very, very dicey. We really should have got some use out of our fire arrows, but we just couldn't think. Let's see how that looks on the strategic map. Oh, wow. Lost so many men in that. 148 remaining. That suggests that they're going to survive with something. No. Excellent. The death of Shingen already. A well-deserved upgrade from Masakage. We don't want that. It reduces our morale. Oh, but more attack for General's Bodyguard? That's terrible. Oh, these are both terrible. It's going to have to be the groom, though. Don't sacrifice morale. Don't do that. So, we've taken Kozuke, defeated a massive army over there, destroyed three generals, including their daimyo, and in fact, someone's taken Kai off of the Takeda. Oh, this is going to have to be a very temporary peace, isn't it? If they say no, we're somewhat screwed, but Yeah, satisfactory. I bet it is. We could make them our vassal, actually. North Shinano's fine, but we will increase our honour if we make them our vassal. Suggests the Imagawa's taking them, actually. That's very scary. They were originally allied with them, so they've been backstabbed. We'll get that as well. We'll demand a hostage to sweeten the deal. No, okay, fair enough. What about I want reparations. I want the Rhineland. 3,000 is a bit much. Okay, what about 2? Oh, bugger it. We'll control them, get the trade off of them. That's excellent. We're now noted, though, for taking so many regions and exerting our power. But, I mean, I'll certainly take that. There won't be much rest, though. The Imagawa threat is apparent. They do have Suruga, Kai, Totomi, and they don't have Mikawa, so they do only have 3 regions. Do you know what? It's our allies that are still the major threats. We could be at war with the Imagawa very soon, but we need to watch our friends even closer, you know? But I think that's a perfect end for this episode, guys. It's gone really, really well. Imagine a Uesugi campaign on hard and above, just going absolutely fine. So if I'm very happy with that, I'll take all the losses we've taken. If it means we can reduce the Takeda to our vassals, usually it's the other way around. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed that as much as I have. It's been amazing to present that to you. You couldn't make it up. But I shall have to see you in the future. May all of your nights and days be auspicious. Goodbye.